Hey, what is up YouTubers? It is Cody Carpenter here from the YouTube channel Cody Knows, and in this video I'm going to show you how I got to $60,000 with ClickBank in 3 weeks using a little known traffic source. Well, it's not little known, but it's little known to me because I just started running heavy on it 3 weeks ago, seeing some great results. As you can see, the week ending 3/30, so March 30th was 16K. Last week was 24,000, and then this current week, which we still have another day left, we're at 19,000 so far. So I'm hoping for today and tomorrow we'll be able to get past this $24,000 mark and just keep on slowly building it up to eventually get to $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 weeks, which just sounds insane saying that because that's a lot of freaking money. It's just super exciting because this is one offer on ClickBank that I just started running on native and just seeing tremendous results. Today so far we're at $89 and that's normal. Hopefully I'll be able to refresh at the end of this video and another sale will come in, but I'll do another refresh just because I know a lot of people like to see refreshes because it's easy to fake screens like this, and I promise you I'm not faking it. This is my account. I'm gonna have my username blurred out for this because for privacy reasons. I'm still running this campaign. I don't want everyone to start running it and swiping my copy, swiping my ads and landers and stuff like that. So I think most of you'll understand why I'm gonna have this stuff blurred out. So I know I'm gonna get this question: how much did you spend to make 60,000 in 3 weeks? And the answer is I'm running this at a 50% ROI right now. So what that means is that I have spent $40,000 on ads and I made half of that back in profit. So I spent $40,000, made $60,000 back total, $20,000 profit. So running it at 50% ROI right now, which is really good for native. Anything above 20 to 30 is just spectacular in my point of view. So 50%, so I'm just like, I'm loving life right now. Like, I'm on a high. This is super cool stuff. And as you can see in the daily snapshot, ClickBank shows the most recent 14 days. And my biggest day so far was 2 weeks ago, 2 Mondays ago. I ended up getting this campaign to $7,000, $7,123.17. That was my biggest day so far. And that day, the earnings per click was insane. I was getting a 100% return on investment that day. So I spent $3,500, made $3,500. Awesome stuff. I was so pumped on that day, and that's when I was like, dude, I'm gonna definitely give native a second look, because in the past I've ran a few native campaigns before, and I ended up just spending a bunch of money, not maybe seeing a couple conversions. Then I was like, you know what? Screw this, I'm gonna go back to Bing and Facebook and stuff like that. But I decided to give it another shot, and I'm so glad that I did that because I'm starting to see some numbers like this off of one offer. Now, what I want to do for the rest of this video, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm just going to give you like 5 or so pointers that I got just from these past 3 weeks, what I've learned, what you need to be doing, etc. So I'm going to hop into that right now. I'm going to do one more refresh just in case we get a sale. It would have been a lot cooler, but if I remember, we'll come back and do a refresh. Okay, so here we are. Number 1, what am I currently doing? Because I know I'm going to be getting this question. Cody, didn't you just launch a Facebook ads course? I thought you were running Bing ads. Guys, I am still running both of those traffic sources. I'm the type of guy where, let me just show you the flow of how I started. I started out with Bing ads. I mastered it. I focused on it. And now I have those campaigns running, and they don't need that much maintenance. I could check in on them once or twice a week, and I'd be fine. So I got a lot of free time. Then I moved over to Facebook. Facebook was a bumpy path, but I really got a good grasp on that now. I started seeing really good numbers on there doing lead gen on Facebook ads. And then after Facebook, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I decided to dabble with native. And real quick, if you don't know what native ads are, if you go to any major website like ABC News, Fox News, CNN.com, etc., and you scroll down, you go to an article and you scroll down, at the very bottom there's usually ads, and those are native ads. So they blend in with the content, and the whole point of native ads are to use a clickbaity image to get people to stop, look at your ad, click on it, go to your landing page, and convert on the offer. So that is a quick wrap up of what native ads are. And that is when I started seeing success right away. And there's a lot of things that I like about native ads versus Facebook ads, and I will get into that later too. But that is what I'm currently doing right now. So if you're about to comment like, I thought you were doing Bing, I thought you were doing Facebook, please just save it, because I am doing both of those, and now I'm doing native. I'm probably going to spend a little more of my time on native now after seeing these types of numbers. But yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. And you might be thinking like, dude, that's kind of like shiny object syndrome. You're jumping from one traffic source to the next. Not really, because I'm not jumping. I'm mastering a traffic source, then I'm mastering a different traffic source. I always want to be learning different traffic sources, because I don't want all my eggs in one basket. For example, if I was just doing Facebook ads and I'm spending a good amount of money, everything's good, I'm loving life, and then all of a sudden I get an ad account ban or a business manager shut down, and I'll just be sitting there like a lost puppy not knowing what to do. Like, I don't want to be in that situation. So I always want to be learning new traffic sources. I don't want all my eggs in one basket. So I just wanted to make that point clear. So here's why I am loving native ads so far. It is a lot less strict than your Facebook or your Google ads. Because if you're running an offer that's a little on the aggressive side, and not like a super black hat offer, but just a little more aggressive, Facebook and Google could be very quick to ban your accounts. But with native, you can have reps just reach out to you and be like, hey, you're running this landing page a little too aggressive, or the offer or whatever. Like, they actually want to keep you on their freaking traffic source. And that's awesome. I love that. And another thing, there's a ton of scale with native. You can start out testing a campaign for $100 a day, or even less if you want. And then if you see that it's working, you can find those good placements, focus on them, and just crank up the spend. And you can, I've heard of people spending $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in a day with native ads. Like, the scale is there. You can reach so many people with native ads. And with native ads, they actually want your money, unlike Facebook. So with native, like I said, it's less strict or whatever. So they won't just ban your account if you ran one bad offer or one bad landing page or whatever. They'll just reach out to you, be like, hey, change this, and then you go from there. And then you can keep spending. And that is so unlike Facebook, because they're so quick to ban, and you never know how long your ad account's going to be available. And as my uncle would put it, Facebook is as reliable as a wet fart. And that's so true. Like, you can't really rely on Facebook, because especially recently, they've just been so ban happy. And I hate that. So that's a night and day difference between Facebook and native ads. Side note, Facebook does have its advantages, like using the Facebook Pixel. It's freaking crazy. Facebook is so smart in that sense, but they just really need to up their customer service. So here are the top native networks. So your number one, you got Taboola, number 2, Outbrain, 3, Rev Content, Content.ad, Yahoo Gemini, Volume DSP, etc. These are just a few. These are like the main ones in my mind. And I'm not just focusing on one. I'm using a small handful of these for this ClickBank campaign. I'm seeing which native source is giving me the highest EPCs, and then kind of shifting my budget to them more or whatever. But I'm testing out a couple of these. I'm not just doing one, but these are the top native networks, just in case anyone was wondering. Number 4, why you absolutely need to be tracking. Okay, sorry, I had a little typo in there. So, why you need to be tracking. You have to see what sites are making you money and which ones are losing you money. And when you find the losers, you block those sites. And then you also need to be split testing your ads, your headlines, and your landers. And real quickly, I'll go over like my basic structure that I'm using. So I'll start out with 4 ads, 4 images, 4 headlines, etc. Just 4 different ads. And then these will all be going through my volume tracking link. And within my volume tracking link, I got my LP1 and my LP2. And what I really like what I really like to do at the beginning stage of this campaign is LP1, that's going to have headline 1. Then LP2 will have headline 2. So you always want to be split testing at least some aspects of your campaign. I think once I start upping my spend with native, I'm going to be starting out split testing at least 4 different landing pages. Maybe landing page 1 will be headline 1, landing page 2 will be headline 2, landing page 3 will be headline 1 with a different main image, and then LP4 would be headline 2 with a different main image. So I'll have 4 landing pages split testing 4 different aspects. That's in the future, but right now for starting out, I'm just doing 2 landing page split tests going to 1 offer. So that's the basic structure, and this is simplified obviously, but that's how I'm doing it right now. So one other thing that I wanted to point out is that this is an example that really opened my eyes to like the power of scaling and how I should be thinking. So the question was, would you rather spend $200 a day with 100% ROI, or would you rather be spending $2,000 a day with a 30% ROI? You know, I mean, if you want, take a second to think about this. But the answer is, or I'll just show you. So $200 a day with 100% ROI. So you're making what you're spending. You make $200 a day in profit. Or would you rather up that spend, take a dip in your ROI, and end up with, what is that, $600 a day? So that's when I first started out with affiliate marketing in general a few years ago, when I was very new, I'd spend $100 a day, and if I made $100 back in profit or $150 back, I was like, boom, chakalaka, you know, triple digit ROI. And I'd never really like thought of it like, oh man, if I could be spending $1,000 a day and take a big dip on my ROI, I'm still gonna end up doing better. So that's one thing that opened my eyes to like why scaling is so important, and not being happy with the small $200 100% ROI days. No, start spending in the thousands and take a dip on that ROI, because in the long run it'll be worth more. And just keep an eye on the numbers. Native is all about a numbers game. So that was just one little thing I wanted to point out. What is that? Okay, so that's pretty much it. I wanted to keep this video short and sweet. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'll try to get back to you. And if you got any value at all, please drop a like on this video. But yeah, overall, super excited. And let's remember to go back, and hopefully I got a live sale for you guys. I did not. Damn it, that would have been the cherry on top. But anyways, I hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, smack that subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date with all my future videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!